Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this really cool chair from a company called MTRVR. This thing is really cool. It's super sturdy. It'll hold up to 600 pounds. So if you're a bigger guy and you're looking for a comfortable chair that folds down really small and is really comfortable, this might be a good option for you. So if you want to learn more about the MTRVR chair, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, so first of all, let's start with the bag. So it comes with this really nice bag with a carrying strap on it, so it makes transporting the chair really easy. Now, I'll put the weight up on the screen here. It's not super light, but it's not super heavy either. Compared to like a regular big, like Walmart camping chair, it's lighter than that for sure. But again, it feels super stout and sturdy, and I'm going to show you why here in a second. But to open the bag, it's basically a top open with a zipper. And then you just pull the chair straight out of the bag. Now, in looking at this thing, you are going to see just how stout this is. And I'm going to bring it over here to show you the hardware here on the bottom. This thing is super well made, amazingly sturdy. And the way that you deploy it and tear it down make it really cool and unique and super easy to use too. But so there is a Velcro strap that goes around the chair that holds it all in. So when you're done with it, you kind of push all the arms back down, and I'll show you setup and tear down here in a second. But then you just wrap this Velcro strap around it, and that's what holds all these legs in. And again, you drop it down in the bag and you're ready to go. Now, speaking of the legs, as I pull these out here, I want you to look at these things because this is why this chair is so special. Look at how stout this design is. So it's all like boxed and sort of honeycombed on the inside there. You can kind of see it there. And then it's got these big, like super thick rubber feet on it. So you're not going to sink into the ground. It's also going to absorb, impacts and stuff. It's going to work well and keep you from sliding on, paved surfaces and things like that. But essentially it just opens itself, right? So it kind of pops out like this. And then all you have to do is pull the arms up. So I start with the bottom ones because if you don't, then these top ones get sort of hung up. But so the bottom ones that only have one click to them, these are the front of the chair. So this is the front of it. And then this is going to be your back. But again, you're going to pull these up until they click in place. Just like that. And then you are set up. But I mean, you just saw it took, 20 seconds to set this thing up? And that's with me explaining it and showing you everything as well. But so before I sit down in it, I wanted to show you a couple other things. So you can see the strength here in this triangular shape down here and this really sturdy centerpiece. Essentially, the cool thing though is when you're ready to tear it down, you retract these arms and you just pull this pin in the middle, and then that is what allows these legs to fold back up. So again, there's no need to like undo a bunch of stuff or anything like that. There's just one pin that you pull here after you fold your arms down, and you're folded up. You wrap the Velcro strap around it and you're good to go. So as far as features go, here on the side, you've got sort of a big pocket for like an iPad or a phone. You've got a smaller one that you could use for putting a drink in or your keys, that kind of thing. Here, I'm going to set the chair up and I'm going to sit in it so you can kind of see how stable it is. Now, I'm about 6'2", about 230 pounds. So I'm not a tiny guy, but I'm not a huge guy either. But the headrest, is built in. So no need to flop anything around or move anything or bring any extra padding like you do on some of these chairs. Just basically a nice built-in headrest that will support your head and your whole body. It's nice and wide. So again, you're not sitting like this. You're not crammed into this thing. You've got plenty of room to sort of spread out. You've got access to, your pockets over here on the side really easily. And again, I love the high backs. They do have a low back version of this chair too. If you prefer, I'll put links to both down below. But I always like the high back chair because I like to just be comfortable. I like to be able to lean back and sort of sit and enjoy my time at camp. I don't want to be sort of, sitting up like this the whole time. But this thing is really super comfortable and really nice. I'm actually really liking it. And again, for the small size that it folds down to and the fact that it's so easy to set up and tear down and so quick, this thing is a really hardy, nice chair. And again, if you're a bigger guy, this thing supports up to 600 pounds. So that's not a lot of chairs. There are not a lot of chairs out there that will hold that kind of weight. Most of them are about 250 to 300. So this thing is beefy. All right. So as promised, I do want to show you how to tear this thing down. A couple of quick things to mention that I forgot is, so this is die cast aluminum. So there's no welds or anything, which makes it a lot stronger. That is the way that they get to that 600-pound weight rating and why it's so beefy. Also, this cover is removable, so you could remove this if you needed to wash it. You could pull this off the chair and get it washed if you needed to, but that's a nice feature as well. So again, to tear this thing down, all we're going to do is we're going to collapse these arms, right? So we're going to push in our buttons on the back here. We're going to push down the chair, push in the buttons, push in the button, go around to the front. You already see it starts to kind of collapse on its own. It almost puts itself away, which is pretty cool. Those in, and then all you have to do is pull this pin, and you see that, how that goes like that. Now you do have to kind of watch because these arms have a tendency to want to come back out because you're, turning this thing upside down like I just did. It tends to do that way. So I actually kind of keep it upright once I popped that so that the arms don't fly up. What I've kind of found works the best is pulling the material into the middle here of the arms, just so that it doesn't make it, a lot wider than the chair is naturally. And then again, you're just going to take your Velcro strap, go right around the legs. Now I go right below the feet. That sort of seems to be the natural place where the Velcro lines up. And then just like that, your chair is all folded up. You drop it in your bag and you're good to go. All right, guys, so that will do it for the MTRVR chair. As you can see, this thing is super stout, super sturdy, very, very comfortable, easy to deploy, folds down small. So there are a lot of benefits to this chair. Again, I will put a link in the description down below. The price changes on it a little bit. It's not the cheapest chair ever, but it's also not like crazy expensive, especially with these type of features and for how comfortable it is. So again, just wanted to share this option with you. If you're looking for a chair, maybe this might be a good fit. So as always, in the description below will be links to all my social channels. So wherever you want to come hang out, I'd love to have you. Also below this video is a join button, which is just a passive way to support the channel. It gets you early access to the videos and some other perks. But if you'd like a more involved way to be a part of all things overlanding, there's also a link to my Patreon down below, which is awesome. We do have a 24/7 Discord for all the paid members of the Patreon. We all have a 24/7 Discord where we chat about our rigs and our gear. We do a once-a-month Zoom call, and we're going on a trip or two every year just to hang out, drink some beer, and have a good time at camp. So if that sounds good, check that out. There's also a link down there to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog, or I hate people so I camp, or Weekend Warrior and it's a jerry can. So there's a ton of options down there that are pretty reasonably priced, so check those out. And then last but not least, there is a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. Totally free to join, tons of awesome members. If you're newer to overlanding, or if you're tired of the big groups and looking for a more wholesome sort of community, then that may be a good place for you, and we'd love to have you. But again, that will do it for the MTRVR chair. Thanks for watching. Check out the links down below, and we'll see you next time.